ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, it's ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Howie Mac in his Strv 1030. This is a tier 10 game on Cliffs. And no, I'm not better yet. For anyone wondering, apparently I can't spin the camera because that would make me really queasy. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to third person to make sure nobody else spins the camera for me for a little bit. Well, my stomach settles and my head stops spinning. Anyways, so, oh, of course, I can't keep my settings. That would be silly. Anyway, so, as always, please hit the like button if you enjoy this. Please tell your friends so we can help the channel grow. Because at 400 subscribers, I'm going to be making a new intro for the channel. And, of course, you can head on over to Patreon if you want to support the channel directly. And some of our more epic Patreon supporters will be credited, get to be in the credits. So Danish Bacon is currently the only one over there. And yeah, so everybody can thank him for... Yes. I'm going to shut up now. Start talking about the game as we go ahead and smack the IS-3 over... The heck are you doing? Interesting. I just noticed that they're both... They're not... Obviously they can't be the same ammo. Interesting. So they're exactly the same except one's M66 and one's M61. And one has penetration of 309 or 308 and 350. Okay. Interesting. But sure. It's fine. So apparently we're just gonna wait here till the enemy decides to be dumb enough to walk up to us. So apparently the start of this game is going to be particularly slow, I feel. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's been going on. I've been sick now for a while. Is it going on 2 weeks now? It is going on 2 weeks. So not all the same thing. It was a flu for a while. And now I'm just into the stage where my asthma has decided that it needs to be at the forefront. And so I have this great, horrible, racking cough that flares up every once in a while. And yesterday, I decided to give myself some food poisoning just to round it all out. So yeah, that's how my life's been going. So the you guys I know haven't noticed because the videos have been fairly constant. It's because I've got pre-recorded enough stuff that yeah. Why are we driving backwards? I didn't know this thing was gonna do 40 in reverse, but still. Okay, so apparently Holomac has decided to switch locations to somewhere that's a bit more active. Can he get... Ooh, he can get the shot on the Scorpion. Nice shot! Barely picking up the top of the Scorpion. Now he's going to do the same to this poor E1. And, actually, no. Bounces a shot from both the E1 and the Object 904. And the E1's just decides not to bother moving, of course. And now the 907 has decided he's going to sit in a down spot. So apparently we moved at just the right time so the IS-3 could push forward. It's just how it works, right? And so getting a good shot into the Waffentrager over there, but this is going to end badly unless we can get into a good spot where we can just keep this gun singing. If we can't get into a spot where we can just keep shooting at the enemy, then eventually they're going to overwhelm us and, well, finish off the rest of our team. As we are currently losing this game, it's pretty close. It was pretty close. It's getting a lot worse the longer we sit here. Though Helmich has now found a spot where he's able to put multiple shells into multiple opponents, and he's actually able to get a decent amount of damage off, holding back the tides of the enemies. We've all been pushed into this corner here, though, which is really bad, because that means that it gives the enemy pretty much free reign over the map, and they can attack from whichever direction they want to, which is going to end in our deaths. Unfortunately there, Hyamak pulling out just as he would have had a shot on that 907. 907 finishes off his Indian Panzer, and now he's getting a shot on the C-75, trying to put a shot into the drive wheel to go ahead and pen that tank, and instead it's just blowing the tracks off repeatedly. Somebody else though put a shot into the side of the E-75 because it was tracked, but we are just losing allies right, left, and center at this point in time. Only a couple allies remaining, and unfortunately that shot is fired just too late to do any damage as the Scorpion G takes out the E-75, and that shot again fired just a bit too late, and we just tracked the M13 instead of actually doing damage to it. IS-3 on our flank now, but it's dealing with the Scorpion G, and the remaining tank destroyers are starting to pull this back a little bit. Unfortunately, never mind, we just lost them. We take a bad shot. This is a really bad hill for him to be trying to hide behind. This tank is not high enough to be trying to sit behind this hill, or in the location he was anyway. This part of the hill is a much better location, as he's able to get completely hauled down and just decimate that E50. Unfortunately though, just before that E50 died, we lost our last ally, so it's now a 1 versus 4. It was a 1 versus 5. This is for the Calabanos medal. And as he pokes over the hill and just barely gets beat on the defender, taking it before getting a beat on the 907, and just popping that thing. Like it's not even worth the effort as he pulls away, as he's relocating, switching places, you know, spots, thingies, something or other. Anyways, he was lit there for a little bit. I don't remember if he has 6th sense in this thing, but that shot from the E1 says we were lit for a little bit of time. There we go. There's the E1 hiding. Yep, he does have 6th sense. How did we get lit? Must have been a bit too far through that bush. There's going to be a T-92 dropping a shell on us. Yep, here we go. He's wiggling and skirting back as far as he can, trying to get into a position where he can shoot the E1 without the E1 being able to return fire, or at least, you know, without him being able to see him. Done 3,000 plus damage so far, and just so if we can kill that E1, we have this game pretty much in the bag. But the E1 technically can one-shot us. It can definitely two-shot us, and it should be reloaded by now. I see no reason why it won't be reloaded by now. So it should have 4 shells in the magazine. If we screw this up, and it gets to put 4 shells onto us, we should be dead. There's no reason why, with 4 shells, he can't win the game. And by him, I mean the E1. So, yeah. Ooh, firing blind because he saw a tree not get knocked over. And we're back. Sorry about that. We just saw another tree fall right around this area. So we know he's moving. He's in fact trying to come around our side. And sorry for the jump cut. If anyone saw that. I didn't really think anyone wanted to hear me cough, so. Come on. E1, walk out into your death. No? Really? This is the time when patience becomes key, but I don't have any of those, so we're just going to speed this up. And Hamak is switching positions, trying to again get the edge on the E1. He knows where it was last spotted. He knows which direction it was last heading in, so he's going to switch up and try and find a position where the E1 is not expecting him to be. I'm almost surprised he doesn't push up the E1, push down the one line and up the E, and try and flank the E1. That's something I would consider doing. Yeah, it's risky, but sitting around and hoping the enemy comes to you is just boring, really. Like, I mean, though when the game's on the line like this and you're shaking and you're not necessarily thinking straight, you think about that win, and has he made the same choice that I would have? Looks like he has. He's decided to push down the line. Now, there's only 3 minutes left on the game, so he's got to kill this E1 fairly quickly, and then he's got to go and hunt down the T92. He's not going to have time to cap this out. Is he going to go hunt down the T92 before the E1? Ooh, interesting. Nope, he couldn't see the T92, so he's instead, yep, just going to go and hunt down the E1. So we're going to slow this back down to regular. It looks like the E1 has in fact pushed all the way around. Yep, down by our base. They have switched locations. We did not get lit. The E1 does not know we're here. I mean, he will in a few seconds. Ah, he knows we're here now. Actually, he just knows he got shot from this direction. Doesn't know exactly where we are. Though he probably does now. Yep, we got lit. But it's okay. As the T92 shell lands way over there. We know the T92 is fired. We have 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go and hunt down a target that's currently reloading. It takes about 1 minute for the T92 to reload. Yeah, ish, plus aiming and stuff. So, we have most of the remaining time, though. He's gonna have to start being cagey here in a bit, just in case my timer's off. You know, it's been a while since I had to judge the reload time of a T92 who's currently in the open and running. Never mind, all bets are off. Go ahead and hit that snipe. And he's not loading any HE shells. And T92 gets around the corner. That is probably going to be game unless he is fast enough to catch the T92. Now, he didn't load an HE shell, so he didn't pop him in a single shot. He didn't blow his tracks off. He didn't do any of that stuff. He just damaged him. He's going to have to hope the T92 is either going to stop for a shotgun, which is quite possible, or that he is fast enough to catch him before he climbs that hill. He's got 12 seconds left. T92 stops for a shotgun, misses the shotgun, and now he's got all the time in the world. Well played, sir. So, a couple lessons to be learned here. If he had come around the corner as close to the rocks as he could, T92 was waiting for him, it would have been instant death. He would have shotgunned him because that's where he was pre-aimed on. The fact is, he came around so far away that T92 couldn't readjust in time and thus missed the shot. T92 had probably 6 or 7 seconds to aim there. Well, perfect, you know, more than enough time to aim it out and get set up for that shot. One thing that you guys should all know as the T92 driver, though, if you do exactly that sort of thing, if you right-click on a target, it will auto-aim in fast enough that you can hit shotguns a lot easier. Especially when they come around corners like that, and they come around in a spot that you're not expecting to come around in. pop your cursor over it, auto aim on, and then give it half a second and pull that trigger, and you will hit enough. Maybe not more often than not, but you'll hit more often than if you just if you didn't hit that auto aim button. So yeah, well played on everybody's part. Just better played on Halimax. Mastery badge, first class, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect, the coveted Kolbanovs, and a top gun. Well played. The fact they managed to get 5 kills at the end there, and then only 1 other throughout the rest of the game was kind of cool. And that was that incredibly risky sniper shot he took, where he just snipped off the top of that poor Rheinmetall Scorpion. Well played. Both of these guys definitely carried this game, but Halimax is the one who carried it over the finish line, and thus he deserves the props. Well played overall, and a great ending. Well thought out, well played. I would have liked to see him move a little bit earlier on that flanking of the E1, but overall it worked out pretty well. So thank you everybody for watching. Please do hit that like button if you have enjoyed this. Please also tell your friends about the channels, because if we can hit 400 subscribers, then we will get the new intro in. Also, if you want to head on over to Patreon, you too can get your name in the credits with donations if you want to take that approach, or you can simply drop in $1 and just support the channel. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.